I've now worked my I-cord stitches just to the point where I want to turn the corner here. So I'm going to remove that marker, and you can see this, even though it's just like about an inch worth of work, it's starting to curl really nicely into that lovely I-cord edging. Now to turn around the corner here, what we're going to do is work a couple of rows of I-cord not attached to the edge, and that will just give a little bit of extra room for the I-cord to be able to turn around the corner. So I'll start off by slipping those 3 back over like we did before, and I will just work 2 rows of I-cord unattached. So that just involves knitting those 3 I-cord stitches, not attaching them to anything, and then slipping them back again. And then I'll do that a second time. And you'll see how that just gives that little bit extra room so it can pull around. And from that point on, you can just then continue on with your applied I-cord on the other side before you do a buttonhole. So I'll just do a row here where it's applied, slip, slip, and those two to the back loops. Now I'm going to get started and show you how to do a buttonhole. And what we're going to do for the buttonhole is you're going to take, in this case because it's a big button, I'm going to take 4 stitches and you lift one over the other, and at the same time you'll work 4 rows unattached, or of unattached I-cord to match on the other side. It doesn't really matter which way you get started. You can either do the buttons on this side, you know, the stitches on this side first, or you can do the I-cord. I'll just get started here and do 4 rows unattached. So this is the first one. It's row 1, then we'll do row 2, there, row 3. You're probably getting the message on how to do this at this point. And remember as well that this is quite a big button, and if you want to adjust this to make it a little smaller, you just reduce the number of stitches that you lift over and the number of unattached I-cord on the other side. So you can match it to the button you want, but this is a very large button. So, all right, there are my 4 rows unattached, and they will come up here. Now we're going to match it with those 4 stitches here. So I'm just going to slip 2 over. That's stitch 1, stitch 2, stitch 3, and stitch 4, and then I'll just move that stitch back over, and that's the bottom of a buttonhole, and this is the top. And from there I'm just going to do as we did before and move all of these stitches back over to join up the other side with our applied I-cord. So I'll do 1, 2, and then our slip, slip, and knit, SSK. And you can see there is the buttonhole, quite a big one for a very large button. So smaller one, you just lift less stitches over here and have a corresponding number of I-cord stitches on the other side. So you can adjust it to suit the buttons that you've got.